Alright, so if you're having E1, E2 or E5 or E3 error, most of the time the problem is either from the curve or from the way it is placed on the arm. Ensure that the hose is properly plugged in, and then your batteries also should be checked. Ensure that each of the 4 batteries are all good. Sometimes 1 or 2 of the battery inside might go bad and it will give you a false reading or an error. Now, majority of the time, the problem is often from the curve. Number one, if your curve is not properly fitted on your arm, or it is not tight enough, it's not firm enough rather, it will not be able to apply enough pressure to be able to take a reading. And if that doesn't happen, it's going to give you a reading on your meter. Another thing you want to check is the hose on your curve. Ensure that the hose on your curve is not loose on the monitor. So we're going to put the hose aside. I will ensure that I have Omron and I have Rayon here. So all of these are blood pressure monitors. So I'm going to keep this aside and work with Omron. They all use the same mechanism, don't worry. So the first thing I want to do is to remove my battery. And what I want to do right now is to fix this, assuming that you've tried all you could, ensuring that the curve is properly fitted on your arm, and then that it is not loose in any way. If after all of this it still fails and is continuing giving you the error, then I'm going to show you how to fix the problem from the monitor itself. So I'm going to remove the battery and then take out the screws at the back. This has around 2 screws that we are going to remove at the back, and then we're going to pry open the cover gently so that we can effect necessary repairs inside the monitor. Alright, so we have this out. This is what it looks like inside. So I'm going to gently raise the screen up. You have to be very careful when working with yours because of the screen and the flex that is attached to the screen. You don't want to tear the flex of the screen, otherwise that is going to render the monitor useless. So I'll just carefully remove the slit under the screen, and then this is the pressure pump. This is what pumps air into the curve through the hose. So this is obviously working because we can feel the vibration when the reading is about to take place. So once I put in the hose here, the hose from the curve, the pressure pump is going to pump in air through there's another hose inside, a tiny hose inside, and it's going to pump air through this hose here. You can see this black hose. It's going to pump in air there, and it's going to come out through this outlet here and into the hose. What happened is that most of the time when the hose inside of the monitor is bad or is leaking air, this is the hose here. Once this hose is bad or it is leaking air, it is not going to allow air to be able to pass in or out through the outlet. So the pressure pump here's the pressure pump. The pressure pump here, we're pumping air through this hose. This hose is like the outlet. It's going to pump in air outside and into the hose. The hose that is attached to your curve is going to pump in air through it. And if this is leaking in any way, it is not going to pump it with enough pressure to affect to allow reading to take place. So if you've changed your curve and the problem persists, this is the hose that you might want to change. This is what it looks like, and it's often inside. It is inside the blood pressure machine, and this is what it looks like. So what we're going to do is to replace this hose with another hose. You can get this hose online somewhere, and if you can't get it, just hit me up in the comment section. I will direct you to where you can be able to get your own hose. So this is the hose. We are going to replace this. This is the culprit here. So I'm going to set this aside and bring in a new one. This is a new hose that we are going to be fitting in. You can see that it is exactly the same. And the size and the measurement is exactly the same with the old one. So we are going to fit it in. We'll fit it into the hose. Exactly the place where the old one was. And then we'll couple and see and take a reading. Remember, I told you that there is a flex that is attached to the screen. The flex is very, very flexible. Be very careful not to tear it. It's as thin as a sellotape, so be very, very careful. It's as thin as a tape, so it can easily tear. You have to be very careful when working with it. So we are going to assemble this back and we'll take a reading. Alright, so we'll power this on and then we are going to take a reading. So you can see that this is reading, it's pumping air and it is not losing any pressure at all, and it is firm on the arm. So after some time now, it's going to bring out the reading. The problem has been solved. If you haven't done already, remember to like and subscribe to the channel. I have great videos on how to fix all kinds of office equipment, from printers and laptops, desktops, and all kinds of office equipment. So that is it, folks. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.